Camp Lakebottom is a Canadian animated series produced by 9 Story Media Group that premiered on Teletoon in Canada on July 4, 2013 and on Disney XD in the United States on July 13, 2013. The series airs on Disney channels worldwide, as well as ABC in Australia. On April 7, 2014, Teletoon has renewed the show for a second season of another 26 episodes. Plot: McGee boards the wrong summer camp bus and has all sorts of adventures in a camp called Camp Lakebottom, while trying to protect the camp from his nemesis Jordan Buttsquat at Camp Sunny Smiles. Cast and characters: McGee, described as being a 12-year-old daredevil and mastermind, McGee is a thrill-seeker whose curiosity often leads him to act before he thinks. He has a habit of ignoring the counselor's warnings and as a result constantly gets himself and his friends into trouble, but it is his eager mind which always gets them back out as well. This has led him to developing the catchphrase "probably should have thought that through." Out of all of the campers he is the most intrigued and tolerant of Camp Lakebottom, being fascinated by all of its potential sources of fun and adventure. He is a self-proclaimed master of pranks, as revealed in Pranks for Nothing, but his pranks are actually quite lame. Gretchen, she is a girl who is described as being anything but sugary sweet. She is sardonic and indifferent about everything. Her lack of enthusiasm is made up with her sharp, critical tongue. With a black belt in karate, and an intolerance toward wrongdoing, Gretchen is not a girl you want to mess with. However, underneath the tough exterior she has a huge heart, and secretly wishes she could be like any normal girl. Her catchphrase is "ya think?" usually said to McGee when a plan has gone away and he points out the obvious. She is revealed to have a severe phobia of chipmunks in Cheeks of Dread, Squirt, McGee's best buddy. He is always cheerful, and a friend to all living things, even if they're trying to kill him. He has befriended just about every monster ever to set foot in Camp Lakebottom. While his omnibenevolence sometimes comes in handy in dealing with the monsters that constantly appear, his ignorance often makes him susceptible to control from several villains, the most prominent example being Mindsuckers from the Depths, where an evil, giant leech attaches to his head and mind controls him. In Late Afternoon of the Living Jitch it's revealed he has worn the same pair of underwear all his life. Sawyer, a lovable zombie, with a multi-purpose tool taking the place of his left hand, which is frequently a chainsaw. He is one of the camp's counselors, and the one who usually accompanies the kids on their adventures. As a zombie, his head and limbs constantly fall off, but can be reattached. He has distanced himself from the stereotype that zombies are mindless monsters who hunger for brains and has revealed that he has a heart. He has vowed to look after the human campers, and often acts as a grandfatherly figure to them. He serves as the camp's handyman, and has constructed bizarre inventions over the course of the series, including a Frankenstein's monster and Frankenfixer. In Zombie Dearest, Sawyer is revealed to have a zombie mother who acts like a stereotypical brain-eating zombie, who Sawyer abandoned out of defiance to her habits. Armand, a Sasquatch with a passion for the performing arts, and dreams of becoming an actor. He is another one of the camp's counselors. While he is usually very kind, easygoing, and quite difficult to anger, the rare instances in which he have proven to be dangerous to everyone's safety. The episode Marshmallow Madness reveals that he has a severe addiction to marshmallows. He will be driven into an unstoppable, hunger-filled rage if he is ever in close proximity to the delicacies. Rosebud, a short, bitter woman with a German accent, who serves as the camp's cook and the final counselor. She takes pride in her cooking, however her meals are not only inedible, but frequently threaten the lives of the campers. She is known to use whatever foul things she manages to find as ingredients in her meals. Squirt appears to be the only one who enjoys her cooking. She is the strictest counselor, and is least tolerant of McGee's antics, however underneath it all she means well. Jordan Buttsquat is the spoilt rich son of the owner of Camp Sunny Smiles, and McGee's nemesis. He serves as the main antagonist of the series, constantly going to Camp Lakebottom in attempt to wreck the rival camp, or to mock the bottom dwellers' poor living conditions by showing off some new, fancy, high-tech item available at his camp. However, Buttsquat is severely lacking in the intellectual department and McGee is able to outsmart him every time, which will lead him to say the reoccurring catchphrase "I will have revenge." McGee has saved Buttsquat's life on the many occasions his nemesis has been threatened by the various monsters, but he never displays gratitude afterwards. Susie, McGee's older sister, who is a pageant queen, and became Queen of Sunny Smiles on her first day. She is Gretchen's nemesis, who has held a grudge against her ever since she beat Gretchen in a beauty pageant contest. She is a crush on Buttsquat, and often accompanies him in his schemes to thwart Lakebottom. She always refers to McGee as Baby Groove, and while the two siblings sometimes bicker, they are usually shown to care for each other. Despite having less evil intent than Buttsquat, there are several occasions where she has posed as a far huger threat and danger to everyone's safety, as she has a tendency to get entangled by one of the supernatural monsters or phenomena that have appeared. Examples of this include, stage fright, where she uses stage bad luck and inadvertently summons an evil spirit which possesses her and nearly destroys Lakebottom. Another example is 28 Susie's Later, where she is cloned by a mystical mud, causing the camp to be overrun by Susie clones. Slime, a gigantic octopus-like creature who lives in the lake, and the most frequent reoccurring character in the series. While he terrified the campers on their first appearance by grabbing them and tossing them in the air, it's revealed he actually wants to play with them. He later becomes quite good friends with the campers, especially Squirt, and will often provide them with fun by tossing them into the air when they're swimming so that they can dive. He obeys any of the counselors, and will quite often aid the campers during their adventures involving the lake. Only his tentacles are shown, so it is unknown what his body looks like. Episodes Season 1 All episodes are directed by Phil LaFrance and Jamie Leclerc. Season 2 References, 9-Story Show Details, Camp Lakebottom. 9story.com. Retrieved July 7, 2013. Teletoon dives into summer with new original series Camp Lakebottom. 9-Story Entertainment. June 19, 2013. Retrieved November 2, 2014. Disney XD zooms into a non-stop summer beginning Monday, June 17. The Futon Critic. June 13, 2013. Retrieved November 2, 2014. Wolf, Jennifer. Disney XD picks up Season 2 of Camp Lakebottom, a unregistered trademark on.com. Animation World Network. Retrieved November 3, 2014. 9-Story gets Season 2 order for Camp Lakebottom, a unregistered trademark. Animation Magazine. Animation Magazine. Retrieved July 7, 2013. ABCDEFGHIJ Camp Lakebottom, Episode Guide. MSN. Retrieved November 2, 2014. AB Scare A Normal Activity. Old Man and the Beast. Zap to It. Retrieved March 25, 2015. ABC HTTP, Phone Bell Case of Lit Command Servlet. Command equals flow and process it equals 167 and simple search keyword equals camp %20 mar %e9 cage and requested page equals 0 and requested sort method equals 3 and requested search method equals 0 and filter program method equals 0 and filter program type equals 0 in simple search selected resu lt title equals camp %20 mar %e9 cage and simple search selected resu lt episode title equals la %20 senior %20 des %20 ports %3b %20 la %20 voila %20 de %20 plums and occurrences equals 0 and prev requested page num equals 0 and prev requested sort method equals 3 and int equals internal search, ab. CHTTP, TVSCHEDULE zap to it can camp mar %C3 %A9 cage lisenur des ports la voila de pooms EP0175698200041? Aid equals TVSCHEDULE. External links, Disney official website.